Good afternoon, children. Today you will revise important question of chapter The Cell, its structure and functions. Question is, who observed cells for the first time? How was he able to observe the tiny cells? Answer is Robert Hooke discovered cell for the first time in 1665. He observed thin slices of cork with his self-designed microscope, and he could see honeycomb-like structure with compartments. He named these compartments as cell. Next, name one unicellular and two multicellular organism. In unicellular organism, you may write amoeba, paramecium, euglena, and in multicellular organism, you may write human being, elephant, birds, etc. Next question. Give one similar feature observed in the cells of bacteria, fungi and plants. The similar structure is cell wall, which is present in plants, bacteria and fungi. Next, when do chromosomes appear in a cell? What role do they play in it? Chromosomes appear in the cell during the cell division, and they inherit the characters from parents to offsprings. Next, name the organelle responsible for imparting green color to the leaves and other color to fruits. You can write chloroplast gives green color to the leaf because they contain chlorophyll, and chromoplast gives other than green color like orange, red, etc. to flowers, fruits and vegetables. Next, why are plant cells more rigid than animal cells? Plant cells are more rigid than animal cells due to presence of cell wall that is made up of cellulose. Next, which cell organelles are common to both plant and animal cells? And what is the role of these organelles in the cell? Like cell membrane, cell wall, plastids, large vacuole, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum. Now, the common cell organelle present in both plant and animal cells are cell membrane, nucleus and endoplasmic reticulum. Then you have to write the function. Cell membrane controls entry and exit of substances according to the requirement of the cell. Next is nucleus. Nucleus controls all the activities of the cell. It is controlling center of the cell. Next is endoplasmic reticulum. It provides a skeletal framework to the cell and it helps in transportation. Now, next question is, give the difference between plant cell and animal cell. You can write plant cells have plastids, whereas in animal cell plastids are absent. Plant cells have large vacuole. Vacuoles are permanent and more in number, whereas in animal cell vacuoles are smaller, less in number and temporary. In plant cell, plastids are present, whereas in animal cell, plastids are not present. In animal cell, centrosome is present, whereas in plant cell, centrosome is absent. These differences you can write. Plant cell is rigid due to presence of cell wall, whereas animal cell is not rigid because cell wall is absent. So you can write cell wall is present in plant cell and cell wall is absent in animal cell. Next question. Give one important function of the following cell organelles. Like chloroplast, it helps in photosynthesis. Next, Golgi complex. It helps in processing and packaging of materials required by the cell. Next question. Cell organelle, vacuoles. Vacuoles are empty spaces that stores excess water and waste material. In some organisms, like in amoeba, vacuole helps in digestion of food. Food vacuole is present that helps in digestion of food. Next, mitochondria. Mitochondria helps in cellular respiration and releases energy for different physiological activities. So it is called powerhouse of the cell. Next, ribosome. Ribosome helps in protein synthesis. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in transportation of substances. It is the skeletal framework of the cell. Next, why is the cell called the basic unit of structure and function of all living organisms? Cell is called structural and functional unit of all living organisms because the body of all living organisms are made of cell, and all the basic functions which are essential for the survival of living organism like nutrition, respiration, reproduction, development, etc. All these basic functions are also performed by the cell. So cell is called structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Then question is, define cell. You can write cell is the building block of life, or cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism. Now, what is unicellular organism? Organisms which are made up of single cell are called unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. Next, what is a multicellular organism? Organisms which are composed of more than one cell are called multicellular organisms like human being, birds, etc. Now, what is the function of cell membrane? Cell membrane is also called selectively permeable membrane, or it is also known as semi-permeable membrane because it controls entry and exit of substances according to the requirement of the cell. Next, why mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell because they help in cellular respiration and they also help in releasing energy for different physiological activities. Next, what do you understand by cellular level of organization? This level of organization is found in unicellular organism, where the cell is able to perform all the basic functions of life. In some simple multicellular organism, also single cell is responsible for all the functions. So, you have seen cellular level of organization is found in unicellular and in some multicellular organism, where single cell can perform all the basic functions of life. Now you should know about the fill in the blanks like who discovered cell and in which year. Robert Hooke discovered cell in 1665. The size of the cell depends upon which factor? Then you can write that the shape and size of the cell depends upon the function and location of the cell. Name the protoplasm which is present in the nucleus. Protoplasm present in the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. Name the smallest cell. It is PPLO. Now, what is full form of PPLO? You can write pleuropneumonia-like organism. Name the largest cell. Answer ostrich egg. Name the longest cell of human body. You can write nerve cell. Take the correct choice for the following statements. Thread-like body that lies in the nucleus of the cell is, answer is chromosome. Next, which cell organelle is known as powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria. Next, the longest cell in the human body is nerve cell. Which of these cells will have cell wall around them? Option is cheek cell, nerve cell, onion pin cell and blood cell. Correct answer is onion peel cell. Now, match the following. In amoeba, you can write unicellular, largest animal cell, ostrich egg, controlling center of the cell, nucleus, locomotory structures, cilia and flagella. Plastids are found in plant cell and Robert Hooke you can match with nucleus. Okay children, so all of you will revise all these important questions and you will learn the chapter also thoroughly so that you can score better marks in your coming exam. Thank you children.